by Christopher Kerr. Exterior rail yard, night. Present day, 2083. Dinner over, Alex's children start to tidy up, clearing dishes away. Her audience is now effectively just Spencer. Toovey remains in earshot, nodding politely at all the appropriate times, but isn't truly engaging. He takes another drink from his bottle.
I couldn't help but notice, earlier when you were with Dad, you've got a lot of bits of equipment here, just sitting about.
Mostly broken, but I'm loath to throw away anything valuable. If there's a chance it can be fixed. That and memories. I am an old fool.
She laughs. Jessica returns with a package under her arm, a new beer for herself, and another each for Toovey and Spencer. She moves to the fireside and starts to tinker with the package. Toovey watches, intrigued. Alex notices and realizes her audience is definitely down to just Spencer.
You would have loved it before 2-4. The technology, machines would take your order at fast food restaurants and serve it up right there at the table. Drones could deliver you pizza, clothes, books, anything, ordered from little handheld CB devices wherever you were. I have no idea how any of it actually worked, of course. Evidently, not many of us did.
I guess we got pretty lucky in my family. I don't much remember Granddad apart from his little beard.
He grins and strokes his own goatee.
But he used to be an engineer before 2-4. Worked for London Transport. Had lots of techie hobbies, always tinkering in his shed, as he called it. Well, so Dad says. He passed that on to Dad. And Dad passes it on to me. I can't get the hang of welding, though, for some reason. Weird.
You might be right there. Makes sense. My family? I think the saying might be the sins of the father are the sins of the son, or the daughter in my case. Don't beat yourself up over the welding. I can barely tell the business end of a screwdriver from the other.
They laugh.
Not a lot to pass on to my own kin.
I'm sure you've shared different skills. I liked your story.
Thank you, son. You're quite the politician. No offense, I mean.
They laugh together again, a mutual understanding, and watch the fire. Junior and Rosie return, rejoining at the fireside. He reaches into a pocket and fishes out a Jewish harp. She seats herself comfortably, again not far from the dogs. Alex looks Spencer up and down one more time, then back to the fire, before addressing him again, nonchalantly.
What happens if Bristol isn't all it's cracked up to be?
Spencer in silence. Jessica nods to Junior, who starts up a beat on the harp. She stands, and to Spencer and Toovey's surprise, begins a poi show, skillfully whizzing 2 illuminated tethered balls around her body. Toovey looks on, smitten. Spencer takes his eyes from the show and answers.
We keep going west, across the sea.
In a narrow boat? Risky. What's out there to go to that much trouble?
Flat-bottom boats, they make the rockin' world go round.
He smiles at his private joke. He pauses a few seconds, taking in some more of Jessica's skillful performance. It has suddenly sped up, along with the beat, before continuing.
Africa. Sunshine. Thousands of miles of beautiful, flat waterways, 4 locks in the whole country, they say. And giraffes. I wouldn't mind seeing a giraffe. Just a few miles west, across the channel.
Alex looks uneasily back at Spencer, not wanting to dash his spirits. She runs her finger around the rim of her scotch glass. Her eyes watch the performance for a few moments as she contemplates. Suddenly, she breaks her silence.
Well, to Bristol.
And raises her glass.
You're free to stay with us a while, though, as long as you fancy.
Jessica's poi routine comes to an end. Rosie applauds merrily. Jessica gives her a quick kiss on the top of the head. Toovey returns to the moment and joins in the applause. He lets out a shrill whistle in appreciation, too. Meanwhile, Spencer has been clapping politely. Alex drains her drink.
As it is, I'm off to my bed, youngsters. Lovely, darling. See you in the morning, as long as you like.
Much obliged.
He nods and takes a sip of his drink. Alex shuffles away, bending over painfully to ruffle the heads of the 2 dogs, and Rosie, then off to her carriage. Jessica and Rosie share a conspiratorial look as Alex departs. Rosie nods encouragingly. Jessica's grin widens. Junior shakes his head, though in his typically good-natured fashion. Skipping a few feet towards the parcel again, Jessica crouches down. With Alex gone, she pulls out some more equipment and lights up the fire poi.
I know what you're up to, by the way.
Rosie, Jessica, Junior laugh, busted. Nevertheless, the performance repeats, this time in flames. Rosie is delighted. Spencer is suitably impressed. Toovey stares, fascinated. Exterior rail yard night, later. Everyone is drunk, in a group around the dying fire. Jessica dances to a tune existing only in her head. Toovey adds an empty bottle to the evening's pile, gropes for another, still observing Jessica. Rosie is possibly asleep, sprawled comfortably with the two large dogs. Junior and Spencer are mid-conversation.
So pretty much no one asked any questions. Off they trotted to get all injected up because things were looking grim and the government said so. Didn't do their homework, did they? Not the government, not the people.
Well, Mom was actually there. You heard her. And she says otherwise.
She was bloody well for.
This exclamation gets everyone's attention. Rosie stirs, awake after all. Jessica's dancing falters for a moment, disturbed and uncomfortable by the outburst. Junior chortles. Jessica first, then Rosie, relax again. The situation diffused.
And I'm old enough to be your father. It had nothing to do with bus fares.
Dad's also old enough to be my father, and he says it did.
There's blind faith in technology, the way Mom tells it.
Two sides of the same coin. Not that anyone used coins anymore, because the bus wouldn't fucking take them.
Spencer drunkenly lays out the beats as he sees them.
Bus fare, Oyster card, national identity, no one cared. The government will keep us safe. Those who give up essential liberty for security.
How old are you then?
The Spencer-Junior conversation is derailed momentarily.
40, couple weeks back.
Wow, that's old.
Jessica pushes Toovey, faux angry.
Hey, that's my baby brother.
You're in your 40s?
Thereabouts, yes. 17 minutes older than that one there, as Mom reckons.
Wow.
Wow.
You don't look it.
Thank you, I think.
So, why don't you have kids then? Already. You make a great mom.
Everyone has stopped, still, silent, staring at Toovey with unreadable faces. His speech slows as he continues, sensing something is wrong. Then he brightens a bit with a thought.
I mean, we could, if you...
The group are visibly appalled. Rosie gets up and storms off inside. Toovey is at a loss. Then the penny seems to drop, as does his beer-buzz jolly nature.
Oh, did you lose your kids or something? I'm sorry.
Jessica remains frozen, as if counting internally. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as she gets. Her attractive, sharp features, the piercing eyes, take on a very different and frightening form as she lets loose on a confused Toovey.
Maybe I don't want kids. Maybe I like the freedom, the personal space. Maybe I don't want to wreck my body. And maybe I'm in love with someone who can't give me kids, you insensitive retard!
She turns huffily and follows after Rosie. The massive hounds look up, scan the remaining group, rise, and pad off after her. Toovey turns to Junior and Spencer for support. He doesn't get it. Junior avoids eye contact. Spencer gives a "what can I do" shrug. Then a slow comprehension.
Your sister? Your own sister? That's fucked up, man. Fucked up!
Junior and Spencer arrive at an unspoken decision to call it a night, and both rise. Spencer pats Toovey on the shoulder as he totters past, a little drunk.
She's not her sister, doofus. They're married.
Junior gives a little salute to his temple as he too passes.
Wasn't exactly a church affair.
They leave Toovey swaying slightly by the dying embers of the fire, alone, embarrassed, and confused.